Hey folks, what's going on? Welcome to another show. I'm going to be watching a couple of videos here, courtesy of Tom Rabbittt. He's got a few things out that I have not gotten to address yet. Most of them involving other Christians, so I wanted to kind of address those, get those taken care of. One of them is involving a Norwegian recent Christian named Frode, and this one was posted on December 4th, so just 4 days ago. There's another one that involves John Lee, who's another Christian that Darth keeps butting heads with on Clubhouse. I do want to say I have recently joined Clubhouse. I received a comment in one of the videos that I did. I think it came from Silver Star. From what I understand, I think he's maybe an English teacher in Japan, and it came from a channel that sounds like it was him. And he wanted me to join, so I was like, all right, I'll look into it. So I did that. It syncs up with Twitter, works pretty easy. And over the last few days, I've been kind of taking a look at Clubhouse features. And I got to say, like the app itself, I think is pretty good. Not trying to flog it. I'm not getting paid by Clubhouse or anything. Seems pretty consistent. Seems pretty like tweet. Like everything's, nice and nicely configured. With a few questionable aspects to it. The one thing that I was told about, like the conversations that you'll have on Clubhouse, are just amazing. So far, no. I probably picked the wrong interests. Some of the groups that I've run into so far, it seems like maybe guys like Darth and some of his ilk in the Christian channels are sort of kind of clocking things up. You're not getting to talk to professors of New Testament history or professors of Old Testament history or any of that kind of stuff here. You're getting to talk to YouTube wannabe apologists that have a lot to say about your take on reality and the fact that you're not saved and that your dirty soul is destined for hell, that kind of thing. So it's not great. That being said, though, pretty good app. Still playing with it a little bit. Can't really use it that much. I work a 9-to-5 job. During the day, if I try to watch that, I've got phones going on. I've got emails coming in. If I'm listening to that kind of thing, I usually have to mute it, silence it. Then I lose track of the conversation. For the most part, it's just kind of a distraction. So it's probably going to be one of those things for me. It's going to be more like a Sunday brunch kind of distraction kind of thing. So it might be good. But anyway, moving on to this kind of stuff. Welcome, Daisy One. Maya, always good to see you. KCA Randy. Thank you guys. I think you're the only ones here at this point. I'm going to start off with this one. We'll get into it. And then, as usual, just let me know if in the live chat if volume is an issue or anything like that. Let's get started.
Previously on
Tom Rabbittt.
Unblocker. I want her in.
No, I'm okay. Well, I'll be glad to leave, but I'm not going to block her because now do you understand?
Okay. Then you have to leave. Then you have to leave. Then you have to leave. Then you have to leave.
Don't be rude to me.
No, I said
wait. Excuse me. Did you tell me you just became
said
Christian?
Leave. I said you have to leave.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm going to move you down to the audience. Okay? You're going to be an obnoxious jerk. You're going to be an obnoxious jerk. I'm going to give you a little taste of your own.
This time it was.
That was amazing. That was the best.
Thank
you guys. I needed.
I did that only because this is Frode's room and he gave you mod chip. I'm assuming someone gave you mod chip.
Amazing, right? Amazing.
Wow. Can you make me mod again?
So I'm just restoring the order of what it should be, Frode.
Jesus Christ.
Fraud, you have Darth blocked. I know.
So that kind of gets things caught up. This was Frodo. He goes by many different names, mostly because no one seems to be able to pronounce what his name actually is. He's from Norway, so I'm pretty sure it's Fruda. But I'm just guessing. That's not going to stop people from like pronouncing it completely incorrect ways. So Here we go.
That for a fact. This is why you're not being invited up here. You sat in the room one day just to keep Darth out of the room because you blocked him, didn't you? Do you see fraud in the audience, Darth? Can you?
Yeah, let's see if he wants to redeem himself.
Okay,
Ooh.
come on up, fraud.
Fraud.
Redeem myself. I'm not sure I need.
Yeah, you just said you recently became a born again Christian. Is that correct?
I'm going to speed this up a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
Okay, so we had a woman, Haiti, who was a hostile atheist toward me. Okay,
Hostile.
now somebody removed me from the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or the stage. I can't remember which it was.
Right. Yes.
It was either you or her.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, and did you do it?
No.
Okay, so she was outright lying about it.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Does that follow? This is a man who is supposedly imbued by the powers of God with revelatory knowledge about logic and reasoning and all these other kinds of things. How does that follow? There were 4 people in the room that he was talking about. There was John Lee, Matt, Frode, and Haiti. Right? And according to Darth's exploration, he's grilled John and accused him multiple times of doing it the first time. And John has said no. John and Darth are both agreed that Matt would never have done that, would never have removed Darth Dawkins from the conversation. So it's definitely not Matt, supposedly. So it must be, it's only Haiti or Frude. Right? So I keep saying that like it's a fancy yogurt. I can't stop myself. Anyway, so Frodo is basically saying, no, it's not me. It's the Darth connection. So Haiti is lying. No. Remember, like a couple of broadcasts ago, and even there was even some stuff that even Tom Rabbittt had done, where John Lee was trying to tell Darth Dawkins, nobody knows how that first bumping happened of you. We think it may have been a glitch. We don't know who did it or if anyone did it. It may have just been, some outage or something, an internet outage, a usage outage. Something happened, right? But it wasn't any of the users here. And Darth has basically brushed that off. Right. But it follows that, okay, well, if you didn't do it, and you didn't do it, and then you didn't do it, this person says she didn't do it, so she must be lying. That doesn't follow from that. Way to go, Darth. The world's greatest detective.
so through back channels, I had somebody question you, and you said you didn't do it. Okay,
Right.
That's why I wouldn't block her.
Through back channels?
Sorry?
Because she kicked me
Darth has secret police now? What the fuck?
unjustifiably.
Sure. And then you kick me
Okay,
out
so
of the
why,
stage.
if you're a Bible-believing Christian now, why are you siding with these miscreant atheists?
Miscreant.
What do you mean? I am not siding with anyone.
No, you side with them when you give them special treatment.
I didn't give them special treatment.
Okay, did you know that she removed me from the room?
No.
Of course you had to have known, because there was only two.
Why?
There was only 2 other people in the room.
There was 4 months.
Wait a minute. I came back. When I came back,
4 months.
it was just you and I think John Lee. Okay, John Lee said that he did not remove me from the room. I asked you if you removed me from the room, so it had to have been her, and I said this to you.
And then you kicked me out of my own room.
That's right. I sure did. Because you're an ass. Now, yeah,
it was my room and my rules.
Hey, listen, you can laugh all you want, big boy. Listen to me carefully, right? Haiti.
He actually
a typical,
he actually can laugh big and loud. It was his room that you were in, so yeah.
Atheist. Okay. Now she kicked me out of the room, right, for no reason. Right, I didn't do anything wrong, and then she lied about it. Is that not?
And then
correct?
you did something wrong.
Excuse me.
So what is the difference between you and her?
What did I just say to you before you came up on stage?
What is the difference between you and her, Darth?
No, you don't listen carefully, do you?
Okay. I just
I
kicked
said,
you out of my own room.
I said, listen carefully.
And you call me an ass?
If you please don't overtalk me.
You're the fucking ass.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
Now,
I can curse Darth.
listen to
He's
me
the only one that can curse.
I'm trying to have an adult conversation with you. Why do you keep on?
You call me an ass.
That's because I can demonstrate it.
You can demonstrate that
now,
I am an ass.
Please.
And you can you demonstrate that you were not an ass, Darth?
Please do not overtalk me.
Why not?
Because I'm a moderator and I told you not to do it.
Okay. And you didn't comply to my rules.
I don't
you did not comply to my rules, so why should I comply to yours?
Listen to me carefully, okay?
Hey, asshole, why should I complain?
Fruta is asking a pretty good. I don't know why I keep saying that. He's asking a good question though. Like, if Darth didn't give a shit about the fact that Fruta had his own room, he kicked him because he was being rude to him. But now Darth is like, you will abide by the rules here because I am a moderator. Blah blah blah. Oh, Darth, you gauche bitch.
Into your rules.
I'm being very patient. Okay, I could have and should have removed you, but I haven't so far.
Yes, do it then.
Now, please do not.
The only power you have in your fucking mind.
Please do not stop being rude. Okay.
Why? You were rude to me the last time we met.
Are we going to have a conversation about this? Or are you going to continue to interrupt me?
Thank you, AJ. Darth's use of big boy is downright nauseating. Yeah, it's gross. Here we go.
Why should I respect your rules when you didn't respect mine?
This is your last chance.
Good question.
Answer the question, Darth.
Answer. I have to mute your microphone. Okay, I muted your microphone. Okay. Now, I asked you if you want to come up and try to redeem yourself in regards to myself and other people that are my acquaintances.
Sure, redeem yourself.
Now, listen to me carefully, okay? Haiti removed me from the room for no reason whatsoever other than the fact that she did not like me.
Sure.
When I inquired about who did it, okay, it had to have been either you or her. You're telling
according
me,
to you,
as
yes.
God is your,
I think you did it yourself, to be honest.
Listen to me carefully, okay?
I
am exercising extreme patience here.
I
want you to tell me, as God is your witness, you did not remove me?
Nope.
Okay.
Why would I?
So then Haiti was lying to you?
Oh, why would I remove you? I had absolutely no reason to remove you.
Frode, was Haiti lying to you?
Yes.
Okay, she was outright lying. She kicked.
I don't think that Fruta should have actually answered that way, because he can't know. He doesn't know that she was lying. She, like John said, if this was a glitch, then none of them would have known what happened or why Darth got dumped at that particular moment. Now, if Fruta has some kind of extra knowledge to know that maybe Haiti is lying, and she's like, yeah, I dumped him, but I'm not going to tell anybody, and I don't want you to, then maybe you can. But I don't think really Darth goes in for anything extra to like verify this. He just asks like, well, doesn't it follow that she lied? I'm like, no, it doesn't follow that she lied. So shouldn't you actually get some extra information out of Froda to, make this work?
Kicked me unjustifiably from the room because she doesn't like me. Okay, she lied about it. Then I was invited up.
Yes.
You want me to unblock her?
Not by me.
You want me to unblock her? Okay.
Yes.
When she was behaving badly, as in not only was she behaving badly. Hold on a second.
Actually,
not only would you. I'm talking now.
Okay.
She was behaving badly as an atheist. Just simply kicked me up because she doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
As a moderator, she abused her moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then when I was invited back up, I was returned to the stage where I was before. You wanted her back in the room, even though she abused her mods and she was abusing a fellow Christian. Now, do you know that the Bible says, do good unto all men, especially those who are of the household of faith? So you were going to kick me out of the room because I wouldn't unblock somebody who has given me a hard time as an atheist, and she abused her mods by kicking me out and lying about it, yet you wanted me to unblock her?
Well, I set my premises when I asked for it. Instead of you following it, you kicked me out of my own.
You know why? Because you were not acting properly as a Christian.
According to you.
He was not acting properly in the confines of the room that he started. Good to know, Darth. Darth is the arbiter of good behavior in his room and all others.
According to me. That's right.
According
to
to
me and other Christians.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you're going to be a defender of the Christian faith here on Clubhouse, and your profession of faith is genuine, then your profession of faith comes into question and doubt when you are citing not only just with unruly atheists, but atheists who are abusing their moderation, and then they lie to you about it, and then you're siding with them.
I mean, to be honest, I did. When this thing happened, when you were kicked off the stage, at that time there were 4 moderators in the room.
No,
do you agree to that?
There was only 3 people. We narrowed it down. I remember this.
I'm pretty sure when Fruta was kicked out, there were 4 moderators. I'm not exactly sure what Darth is trying to point to, but whatever.
Well, it was Matt, John, me, and Haiti, right?
I'm talking.
It happened as soon as it happened. Okay.
Yes.
I immediately contacted John Lee, and
Yes.
I said, "Who's on stage right now?" And he told me.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Now, that meant that it could only have been either you or her. So are we clear?
Well, it could be
are we in
Matt
agreement?
as well.
Please do not.
And
Why do you persist and keep on over talking me?
From No Direction, that comment, I don't know what's going to happen over the course of this live stream, but as far as I can tell, that comment wins the entire night, the entire stream. Dee Dee's idea of acting properly is maintaining eye contact and not neglecting the balls. Salute, not direction. No Direction.
Because you don't get the facts correct.
No, sir. What fact have I gotten wrong?
That John and Matt was not there.
No, that's it.
Well, he's also got the fact that he's assuming that it's Haiti must have lied, right? Like if I asked the 3 people and they said they didn't do it, and the 4th one says she didn't do it, then it follows that the 4th one is lying. That how does that follow in anyone's logic? That doesn't even follow in like kindergarten logic. Oh, Jesus, Darth.
That's incorrect. John's not going to lie about a detail like that.
Well,
Okay.
They were, sadly.
Okay.
You can see it in the video, actually. If you look in the video on YouTube, you can see that both Matt and John are moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Matt would never have kicked me.
I'm just stating the fact.
No, you're
Matt
not
and John.
That might be true. I will back that up. But there is an interesting counterexample to what he's talking about. So this might get into that.
I'm trying to point out to you, okay?
Yeah.
I don't dispute that you say that Matt was there, but Matt would never have kicked me.
Okay, John, then?
No.
And you know that for a fact?
I have good reason to believe he's telling me the truth.
Okay, do you know it for a fact?
Now, here's the bottom line is, no. We had good reason to suspect an atheist who has acted in bad faith, right? And so you're going to kick me, not because I did anything bad, but because I was exercising the prerogative to block an atheist who has treated me badly before. So what you are doing is you're siding with the badly behaving atheists.
This is kind of weird too. Is that like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was treated badly by this person before, and maybe I wasn't. But what I need you to do, if you're a Christian, if you're going to say you're a Christian, or especially if you're like a new convert, you need to get into the club and realize that when I say my feelings were hurt by this heathen, pagan, reprobate piece of shit, you need to like toe the line, because that's how we pledge. Fucking weird. I mean, Christians are so fucking weird.
Over you, yes, anytime, because I don't think you're a Christian.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Goodbye. You're gone.
Oh,
bye.
That's gonna earn a. It's gonna get cut.
Bye.
Yeah.
Love you.
Aren't you?
Oh,
all right.
wow.
So he showed his true colors now. Okay. Yeah. I don't believe his profession of faith at all. Okay. He knew Haiti. Look, he knew Haiti was lying. Okay. John has removed me from the stage in other rooms, and I'll just say, "Did you remove me back then?" And he'll go, "Oh yeah." Mm-hmm. In fact, he's removed me when he's the only moderator. Okay. So he has nothing to hide. By the way, don't trust Frode. I think he's one of these snakes.
Yeah.
You know, he's professing to be a Christian.
By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbittt?
I just want to point out for anybody that's been paying attention, especially people relatively new to this, if you are denying the conversion of a new Christian, you might be blaspheming the Holy Spirit. It's kind of significant. Darth doesn't seem to care, right? Darth will say that he's looking for things like, I'm looking for evidence of proof of this, right? And one of the things that he told Frodo is like, well, we should have camaraderie, right? We should have some kind of brotherhood. Like this kind of, it's kind of weird. It seems like he was actually appealing to this idea that, you know, if Frodo was an actual recent convert, then the two of them should be gelling or vibing pretty hard. But they didn't. And based on like some of the stuff that Tom's been able to get for us from videos from Darth's interactions on Clubhouse, the way he's been vibing with Christians there isn't exactly, you know, isn't exactly copacetic. So I'm wondering if Darth's going to actually kind of, you know, change his idea about that. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to share the next one. This one is John is confronting a Christian named John Lee on Clubhouse, whom he has confronted many times. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, ultimately, these conversations.
By the way, just a word of warning, folks. Don't ever get on a stage with John Lee, who's in the audience here as a moderator. He's a backstabbing, two-faced double-crosser, okay? He'll allow the atheist to walk all over you.
Wow.
And then he'll lie about it. By the way, John Lee, a guy who you shared a lengthy email with, shared it with me today, okay? You just showed that you're the actual snake that I thought you were. Because he shared the email with us that you had between him. Little phony. Anyway.
Oh, okay then.
Get the hell out of here. You're a little snake. You make me want to puke. I kicked him out of the room. He's a little snake.
Okay,
threw him to the ground.
I guess we're back to regularly scheduled programming then.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, he's a little scumbag. He professes to want to evangelize unbelievers, but he regularly mods in rooms and he lets atheists behave badly. He gives the shit, so to speak, to Christians. You know, all with this cordial voice. He's a.
Darth's getting pretty pissed off at John. John doesn't seem all that bright, but he seems like he might be kind of theologically sound based on what I've been able to see. I was just actually listening to him talk to Jack Angstrike and another Discord guy, kind of a atheist named Darth Arianis, and the two of them were debating the Euthyphro with him, and John was not doing well. It was getting ugly. Anyway, I have posted the join link in the chat if anyone would like to pop into this one. These particular videos, I probably should have posted this earlier. These ones are not that interesting. It's just, you know, Darth, you know, hating on his brethren and sistren. Is that a word? Anyway, let me bring it in. Hello, Mythic.
How is there any echo or anything like that, man? I'm not wearing my headphones and just running on the speakers, so I want to make sure that the audio's okay.
None at all. The audio for me, you are booming. Like your voice is like it fills my mind. So
but I am the voice of God.
Yeah. So you've got a good mic at least, or at least a lot of gain.
In all honesty, well, how about there? Is that better?
Mm-hmm. That's better. What did you do?
I moved it about a foot from my face.
Oh, that is a good mic that you've got. That's good sound.
It cost £42. It's a Pseudotech mic with a free boom stand and everything. It was £42. I think it's now 60 quid. But yeah, no, it got very good reviews. It's also what Brainbug uses. It's also what GeoSam uses. Yeah.
You guys have your own little like click of gear, right? That you guys use.
Are you trying to say that we all suck tack off? Because it's fun sometimes.
I'm just saying, like, you guys are giving each other recommendations because I'm checking the trade mags to see, like, oh, should I get the new $98 Logitech something or other? And you guys are like, no, I got a Sui Tech EA, from
Okay,
from
right.
China, and that's
Right.
great.
This all honesty, man, this camera, £7. And I dropped it and it broke and I took it apart and put the lens back on with some hot glue and put the frame back on the front, and it's actually better than what it was when I bought it. And
But
it cost
everything
£7.
everything is purple, at least from
Oh
what I
no,
can
no.
see.
Oh, I got some LED lights and I wrapped them.
Oh, okay.
Would
Okay.
you like me to-
Nice.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Did
By
you
the
not-
way,
I got a new
welcome.
screen for Christmas. Well, early Christmas present. So I've now got screens from here to there. I've got 5. I'm completely wrapped around. I got some LED lights. I went, what color would
Nice.
you like? We can go blue. We can go red. Well, I prefer to keep it on the smooth. It just changes. You know?
Purple kind of works for me. I don't know why.
It's like
I
a
don't know.
black light.
Yeah. Hey AJ, how you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope everybody else is doing good. I'm here on my $17 Impal brand headphones that I got off Amazon during the great work from home crisis when it was the only set of headphones that were in stock on Amazon. So
AJ, in all honesty, man, and Jeff will back me up here. I'm very stoned, by the way. I've smoked like 2 grams of this lovely.
I just assumed.
Of course, man. I smoke every fucking day. It's the only way to count my brain.
I know.
But everything here is secondhand. Bar the screen, the one I got as a gift for Christmas, everything is secondhand. All the computer stuff. It's taken me 3 years, but if you take your time and search Facebook enough.
If you catch Math Pig late enough at night following a show, and if he's got enough wine in him and enough weed in him, he'll run you through like his whole rig, and it's really weird because it's just like everything is running off everything else, and just be
I'm
like,
just gonna leave
yeah,
now, okay? I'm just gonna leave.
I'm not trying to rip on you, but he's just like, yeah, I bought that one for like £8, and I'm like, how did you get it for that cheap? And he's like, yeah, well, I had to punch it twice to get it like back into place, and it works. It's a little wonky, but I got that one set up, and it's like my 6th monitor, and I'm just like, 6th? Like he's staring at some kind of panopticon in front of him.
I had 3 screens picked out. The girlfriend bought me the top screen that I wanted. She gave it to me as an early Christmas present, right? But it's slightly curved. It's this, that, and the other. But the reason I wanted this one is because it has a display port, which means I can match it with the 2 other sides. I'm running off DVA, which means possibility of stretch. I'm like racing across 3 screens. Yeah. No, didn't work. Damn thing's fucking like 2 years out of date. Spent 2 hours trying all this, but no. Someone want to buy me a fucking 3060? I'll deal with a 3060.
The funny thing about this is that if I'm ever in a conversation with Matt Peg and the question of like, what would you do if you won a few $1 million and the lottery comes up, and I'll be able to just look over at Matt Peg and be like, I know exactly what he'll do. Like first.
I'd give half of it away, man. I'm honest to fuck. If I got a big load of money, I would probably give half of it away.
Yeah, but if they're asking like, what you're gonna buy, like I'm gonna be like, yeah, this guy's gonna buy a Battlestar Galactica like, command rig.
Secondhand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll buy it secondhand. Yeah, you'll buy it secondhand. But it'll be the best secondhand stuff you can find, right?
I would. My wee girl got the lead role in the nativity play, right? She's walking around all weekend singing about fucking baby Jesus. All right, I don't give a fuck. She got the lead role in the nativity play. I don't care. She's Mary, the mother of Jesus, right? And
we got to figure in Ireland that counts for a lot, right? I mean,
but you know the story. Oh, no, you're gonna make me lose my trail of thought.
Even in Northern Ireland, that counts for a lot.
So I want to make an effort. I want to show up. Want to turn up on school play. So I had a look on Facebook and I got myself this lovely new fucking suit on Facebook for a fucking tenner. Some woman bought it for the husband. He didn't like it. It was like great. It was sweet and all. Bought the whole fucking thing. Got my man to go and pick it up. I lifted it the night before going to the nativity play. Tried it on first thing in the morning before I'm leaving. Yeah, trousers fit, shirt fit, waistcoat didn't, jacket didn't. Fucking lied. Wasn't a 40, it's a fucking 38, motherfuckers. Had to go and change my outfit and all that. Oh, but no, I wanted to turn up in a suit. But yeah, secondhand everything, man. My mic is wrapped. This is a bandana from Afghanistan. My father brought back after doing 6 months in Afghanistan. It keeps, because I don't use headphones, the mics are here, so it stops the sound. I'm now going to go and
He didn't forget what he was going to say then, AJ. All right. To be fair, he got that out. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna finish playing this. Let's get this through, and then you guys holler, raise a hand, do whatever. Flag me down in your video. as this
Asshole
plays.
104 is my reference instead of that name, so I always use
Just-
Asshole 104.
Just
so
and your for whatever reason, your mic is booming into it. Sounds like the voice of God on my headphones. So just say asshole 104, and I'll pause it, and you can leave a
if I
point.
talk really quietly like this, does this turn you on or does it make it better?
Still sounds like the voice of God. Definitely turns me on. All right, but we'll talk about that later. All right. Anyway, here we go.
Scumbag. And by the way, he's done this to me at least a dozen times.
That many times? Oh, wow.
At least. And he does it to other Christians. Other Christians, all right, who don't take his namby-pamby approach. He's a bum.
The namby-pamby.
Don't be fooled by his cordiality.
What is a
It's all an
namby-pamby
act.
approach?
Well, you know, for
I think it's what stupid Santa's horror energy is putting out here. Yep. I think that's what she's saying. Like, yeah, it's that one.
Like Jesse Lee Peterson when he shouts beta or amazing.
Something like that. Yeah. Or like guys, men that love men. Icky, icky, ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Or women that love women, which is like scary to men. If you're Jesse Lee Peterson. Or maybe not scary, maybe titillating. But scary in reality when they vote.
Titillating is a
Reason
lovely
I won't
word. I haven't
mention it.
heard that in a while. Titillating.
Titillating. I like to use it because it's a word that Christians like to use. Anyway, here we go.
in this room, exactly how I feel about him.
The next day.
Yeah, I think maybe we should address the elephant in the living room, which I'm in back channel with John Lee right now, and it seems that he's searching for a resolution of its sort. Would anyone be interested in hearing from him? Or
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He's talking about John Lee, the guy that you say is like.
Yeah, John Lee's in the chat. And he has his hand raised. He had something to say to Darth. So
from the video, I think. Oh, okay. We'll bring him up.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, John. John, how do you listen? We heard what you said to Marcus.
I don't know what was. I mean, I was trying to look back to see what I wrote to Marcus.
This is so
but
weird.
I guess he erased it all. But what I do remember saying, I mean, it was all
How
about.
do you erase it?
Maybe if he blocks me.
It's like an intervention.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
I don't know.
I could be wrong about that.
I don't know. I looked for it. It was like Marcus something, right? Yeah, I don't see him anymore. But in any case, oh, here it is. You're right. It is there. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the conversation was really about him. Yeah. I mean.
Got your tongue, John?
No, I'm just actually reading through the whole thing right now.
These Christians are fucking savage. Did you hear that? Cat got your tongue now. Like, that's like a biker gang. And they're like looking for the guy that like snitched on him to the feds. Like, yeah, Jonah.
Worse than that, it's like a bunch of 13-year-olds, which are there's nothing more savage than that.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's the same kind of emotional development. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, he just asked me if Darth offends me. And then he wrote, "Careful, brother. Being offended is not Christ-like." And I said, "Darth, offend me. Don't make me laugh." And then he wrote, "I don't know if you."
Wait a minute. If being offended is not Christ-like, what would prompt anyone to call people like uncircumcised in their hearts or vipers or that other kind of stuff? That's what Darth always uses. Right? Like that's like, I'm just like Stephen, who got like, Stephen pissed off a bunch of Jews and got stoned on the spot. Like, that's not exactly what happened, but he loves to use that story. Like, so this doesn't make sense.
he read it to you. He says, "I think Darth is a joke. That's why I follow him, just like you." Well, this is what he read. That was the end of the conversation.
Wow.
I don't know what he wrote. Oh, I do remember. Oh, here we go. I did ask him. I said, "Please don't tell me you're just another minion from Discord."
Yeah.
That's what I asked him, and I mean, even though I used that language, it really wasn't even. I didn't even bring you up, Darth, in that conversation. He brought you up, and anyway, I don't know. I certainly don't make the habit of talking behind your back, if that's what you're assuming.
Well, Daniel is maintaining that you kicked me from the room when I was invited on stage before I had even spoken.
Wow.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, you were a moderator.
Okay.
Katie was a moderator. Frodo was a moderator, and somebody claimed that Matt. Somebody claimed that Matt was a moderator. Matt would never have removed me.
No. This is what I think. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I know Matt didn't do it. I've known Matt a long time. I know I didn't do it. Frode, I believe him when he says he didn't do it. At the time, there's no reason.
Why should you believe him? I've been talking with him for the last 2 days, and he's been nothing but hostile and belligerent. And I have witnesses to this. Frode.
Yeah.
Frode's been nothing but, listen to me. I have witnesses here who witness him being overtly and gratuitously hostile, vicious, and belligerent.
I agree. I agree. He's been that way, but that doesn't.
You know what's interesting, John? John, it's extremely common when somebody is truly born again. They have an exuberance of camaraderie with other Christians. Isn't it amazing that he claims he became
a Christian? Not a fallacy.
How does anyone actually prove that shit?
Well, it's just something that Darth made up off the top of his head, just like his
Right.
test for "Are you a good Christian?" Like, what's the second book of the New Testament? Random question that, oh, well, that's gonna settle it.
Mark, I'm a Christian.
Christians are only broy, and so only the broiest of bros demonstrate the spirit of the spirit of Christ that I expect to see. So it's enlightened one in tone. Those guys are actually destined for heaven. Everyone else is just you, Darth, I think the way that you talk to people is a little bit rough, and I don't know that you really know as much about the Bible that you claim to. And he's just you know what you are? You're not a real Christian. Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
If anyone's seen The Good Place, I think Darth will get the middle place. He's going to get put to the middle place.
I think he will. My hope is that he gets placed into the sub place.
I can just picture Darth's middle place right now. He gets set up with the best internet streaming service possible, with absolutely everything: best mic, best camera, best the whole lot, and nobody joins any of his streams.
That would be glorious.
He can watch everything. He can contribute nothing.
Yep. But his mic just never figures out its audio issues, and he can't speak.
Yep. He's just screaming in a vacuum at his mom, demanding more ravioli. Where's my Chef Boyardee?
Meatloaf!
Fuck!
But he's been hostile to me the whole time.
Right? Good question. I'm thinking about my conversion, how it was a very, joyful situation, and
the point is either Frode kicked me or Hayday kicked me. And then
so the point is that Darth has already decided he's not a true Christian. That's the point.
Yeah,
that's all that matters. Is Darth? He's going to throw out his arbitrary oh, here's some criteria because you're not exuberant enough. Because do you even Christ?
Yep. Yeah. You're against me, and you're critical of my approach. You're not of Jesus.
So that said, I will say I don't think Darth is entirely wrong in his assessment of John, and John is extraordinarily wishy-washy, and all he does, he's the guy, if you've ever run across him in the comment section, it's just like trying to nail Jell-O to a wall. He just won't ever commit to anything. He's just I'm a Christian, I love the Lord, and if you ask him about something, he'll just give you some mumbo jumbo that's not really, it's no non-committal, and I totally see what Darth hates about him, but it's also stuff that annoys me about him too. I think he's kind of a pain to deal with.
Some of the stuff that I watched, it was right after work while I was cooking. John Lee was on one of I don't know if it was Darth Arianis or Jack Angstrike, but they've got a Clubhouse channel, and he was on there, and they were talking to him, and they were trying to get him through the Euthyphro.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
That's
it was
bad.
It was just torture. I was listening to the entire time. I'm like, oh my God, this is just awful. And Jack starts losing his cool. He starts get front like, you stupid piece of garbage. He starts going Darth Dawkins on him. Like he can't deal with it. And I'm like, I don't think that this guy's being dishonest. I think that he doesn't understand what you're saying, and he's trying to kind of pwn you in reverse, like he thinks he's being like taken advantage of, and then he's gonna like try to flip the tables on you, but he can't do it. Sort of an anemic kind of thing. And then that Jack is just sort of like losing it, like this guy's an idiot. And I'm like, Jack's not entirely wrong. Like the guy, John, was not getting it. He was not understanding exactly what was going on. But man, it was.
He never would commit to a position. That's what frustrated Jack so much. Like he kept going back to this, like, well, I don't believe in free will. I believe in creaturely will. And they're like, well, but that's still a form of free will. Like the creaturely will is just this non-distinction that people use to try and avoid stuff like the Euthyphro dilemma. But like, unless you're willing to define it, which he wasn't,
right?
Then
exactly, yeah,
you're just trying to sidestep the issue.
Yep.
And so I don't think he's necessarily, I can't give him the benefit of the doubt like he doesn't get it. I think he might not get it, but the problem is he knows if he commits to something, he's going to get obliterated. So he's just trying to not commit. I think that's all he's doing.
And it seemed like that too, because there were a couple of times he would say a few things that was just like that is. I mean, I didn't even understand it. Like, John, that it has nothing to do with what they're talking about. And he's just like, you need to give me a standard of evil. And it was like what they were talking about had nothing to do with a standard of evil. It was just like, if there was evil and if there was good, this, like kind of, it was one of those kind of logic puzzles. It's like, it doesn't matter what evil is per se, just like put a pin in that and then deal with the puzzle. And he's just like, no, you're defining it whatever way you want. Like it. Slap John, no. Like it doesn't matter what evil is. Stop it.
Yeah, my favorite quote out of that was, well, you're presuming that man can choose good. Huh? Like that, like even Angstrike was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Let me play up the rest of this, and then we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
I've got this at 1.25, and it's really not all that interesting. So.
Thought I was going to be kicked if I didn't remove Haiti from being blocked, which she I don't remember if she had blocked me then, but she's always been bad mouthing me. I've had little to no interaction with her. Okay,
I will say this, Darth. I've been here a while, and in a lot of the Muslim groups I've been to, there's these mysterious situations that have constantly happened. Me, in fact, I was a mod one time, and somebody came up yelling very just expletives and so forth. I tried to send them down to the audience, and my computer froze. My phone froze, so I had to restart my phone, and I go back in the room, and I still see him there. And I said, I was just about to put you down. He goes, you can't put me down. He says, if you're able to put me down, Allah does not exist. And I'm like, oh yeah. And so I try to put him down again, and sure enough, my computer froze, or my phone did. And so just weird things like that makes me lead to believe that people have access in terms of hacking, or sometimes there's glitches as well.
Oh,
so
give me a break.
I'm dead serious.
On the video, you say that you did it.
John, Tom Rabbittt. Okay, would you, Daniel? Hold on a second, Daniel. Would you please send me? Daniel, are you on Discord?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have me in your DMs at all?
Yep.
Okay. Would you send me the link and the timestamp on Discord right now, please?
Yeah, I definitely remember a situation where I saw Darth Dawkins in the audience. I actually back channeled Haiti. I said, Haiti, did you send Darth down? Immediately, like 1 or 2 seconds after I saw you down there. And she didn't respond. And later on, she told me that she had some kind of computer, like she was away. She could not have done it because she was away. And that's the explanation she gave.
So Frodo was lying then.
What do you mean he was lying?
What?
Well, either you, Haiti, or Frodo kicked me from the room for no reason.
Or Matt, yeah.
Or Matt.
Or
we can rule Matt out.
Okay. Well,
or it was
you
for
know,
a
there's-
reason.
Interestingly enough, Darth, there's speculation that you sent yourself down past ground. But
Here we go.
Oh my God!
give me a break, John.
Please, you make me.
I'm just saying.
You make me want to throw up.
That I thought was interesting. He points out, like, there's some speculation that you threw yourself down in order to cause some drama. I'm like, and not only was Darth pissed off, but so I think that was Enlightened that fired up. I'm like, oh, give me a break. Daddy Darth would never do that. He would never operate like a troll. Like when he used that video to unintentionally appear on S.J. Thomason's video to catfish Tom Rabbittt. He would never do anything like that.
No, I don't
The
entertain
beauty of
that.
that
I'm
is it
just
worked for
saying,
like 3 hours, and then
Yeah.
everybody figured it out.
Exactly.
It was like
Everybody
the worst scam ever.
So yeah, in that case, like if Enlightened's like, come on, he's not gonna get away with that, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. He's so fucking bad at it. He can't possibly get away with it.
being said,
Then there's no.
I don't
You
entertain
shouldn't
that
even
for a
be.
second.
You shouldn't even mention it.
All right, disregard that statement then.
All right.
John, the whole point was that you were invited to apologize so that you could bury the hatchet. And you've yet to say one thing that would indicate that you feel bad for what you did.
How many hatchets does John like? Look, I'm not like a fan of John Lee, and I'm not like an apologist for him. But how many fucking hatchets does this poor bastard have to bury in order to talk to this geezer about fucking Jesus? Like, this is fucking weird. Like this weird elitist. Like, are you willing to kiss the ring to approach Darth? Like, fuck off, Jesus Christ! Like if John had a modicum of backbone, just tell him to kiss his own ass, right? Like, he can shampoo his own crotch, as far as you're concerned. Like, piss off.
Just
I
apologize
leave
and
you all
move on.
to
The
if I
only
can
reason
just
that you were invited in here.
Okay.
What's up? Hello? No, go ahead.
I'm gonna leave you to it. I maybe pop back in a wee while. I'm gonna go make some food and stuff. If you're still live afterwards, I'll pop back in. But,
Neat. I will probably have retreated to lower corners of the internet by then, Matt Pig. But
how can you get any low? Oh, the sub basement. Yeah. Jeff, if you're up for that on Friday, Historicity of Jesus, Skeptic Challenge, 7 p.m. He's doing that. It would be interesting. It's a small wee channel. He's been trying to get the buzz back again. He's been not producing content for a wee while. He's trying to get back into it. He's an atheist, so that would be an interesting conversation to have with him.
yeah, that is kind of interesting. Yeah, and if he's interested in some historicity of Jesus stuff, yeah, I can bring some like Bert Ehrman stuff or whatever.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Because he's got fucking me. All right, he asked me to help out, and I've got fuck all. I've got what I came up with in this last 10 years of doing no research. So,
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll keep in contact. I'll cover you over Discord. And thanks again, everybody, for having me on.
Just
Have a good one.
Matt, I gotta ask you, send me copious reminders 30 to 45 minutes in advance. Otherwise, I might forget about it because it's a work night. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Officially asking me to torture you?
No, just let me know. Like, I'll be off work at 5 o'clock. So if you can send me a reminder at like 5:15 my time.
Oh, that's great. It'll probably be about 10:30 because that's my usual time to stream. But Skeptic's making me go a wee bit later because he's Eastern. So that's grand. 10:30 is a good reminder for me.
Okay.
Right.
We'll do.
AJ, it's been lovely meeting you. If you
too,
haven't subscribed to me, fucking subscribe to me. What's wrong with you?
Believe I have.
Yeah. It's not that I'm any good or anything, but yeah, definitely worthwhile coming over. At least the production's better than Jeff's.
You're in the brotherhood of the Philip K. Amon debaters, so I subscribe just for that. We're all in the brotherhood together.
I don't even know who that guy is, so I'm in a brotherhood I don't even know.
Oh, sure. You remember Philip. He was the Mata and Energy and Australian.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I renamed that stream. Why the fuck did I do this? Yeah.
I am
Mata.
To this day, I am so glad that you invited me to discuss that with him, Matt Pig, because I cornered that guy for almost 20 full minutes on trying to account for evil, and he couldn't do it. That was fun. And he's still coming at me. He actually reached out to me 3 weeks ago.
I get trolled in the comment section from him every now and then. Like,
Two things that I can
if
say.
you want something funny, go look at his Patreon. It is the most hilarious thing I've seen in a long time.
The guy that can't sin, I've been poking into his streams every now and again. That guy's fucking insane. Somebody's trolling him that is his long lost daughter from like 10 years ago, and he made a whole video about. Oh yeah, that whole thing.
The guy that
Two
can't sin,
things-
is that pastor that was showing up on Knox channel?
Oh, like not
Yeah,
called
yeah.
me out for being a drunk troll because I in the live chat of him calling out Quentin rather than talking to Quentin, I called him out for not talking to Quentin and making a video about it. So he made a video about me and didn't talk to me and told me I was wrong. So I got confused by that because he literally proved my point. But yeah, Knox not too happy with me at the minute. I'm a drunk
Oddly,
troll.
I mean, oddly, YouTube-wise, that makes some sense. So,
Yeah.
sorry.
Two things. Do subscribe to me. Call round tomorrow. We are going to play Pass the Pigs for an hour to draw some attention to Diana. If anyone doesn't know of the Lavender Lady,
I
you know
would
the
love
Lavender
to.
Lady, Jeff. Yes.
I've heard of her. I would love to. I will not be around online. I have got a work-based holiday dinner thing going on.
Well,
So
Diana is a wonderful lady. She's been in the community for an awful long time. She is going through dialysis at the minute. Her kidneys are failing. We're trying to raise some money for her aftercare. I think there may be a donor actually sorted, but we're trying to raise some money for her aftercare, so all that gets sorted. Fuck you, America, and your medical system. But
Amen to that.
Yeah.
search Savage Minnow on YouTube. She is sorting the whole 24-hour stream. I will be doing a wee bit tomorrow for 7 o'clock. And on
Okay.
Friday, Jeff and me will be on Skeptic Skeletons channel. So
Yeah.
yeah. If you don't know, the Lavender Lady is her YouTube channel. Diana is her name, but look up the Lavender Lady. Wonderful person. Absolutely, just can't say enough nice things about her.
Okay. Sounds good.
So on that, I will bow out and I give a big wave.
Good eve, sir.
I'm sorry that my camera's not also green with your terrorist sock wrapped around your mic. Yeah, communist bastard.
We'll go porno. Hold on, we'll go porno before we go. On the red light.
The orange, the orange makes you look illicit as shit.
That's fucking red, man. All right, it's supposed to be red. This is orange, and the orange looks yellow. I don't know.
Yeah, the
This
orange
is
looks
my
yellow.
favorite.
Yeah,
Makes
the
me
blue.
look
Yeah,
angelic.
Ooh, cyan.
not angelic. It kind of just like in a cryo state. But
You like
never
this
mind.
one though. You like this
Yeah,
one.
I like the purple. Yeah,
Right.
It makes you look decadent.
Makes you look like you're under a black light.
Or
Right.
that.
I'll see you all later. Bye.
See you, my big.
All right, take care.
All right. Well, I've lost 10 viewers.
Oh no.
Let's play this and see where we can go.
Okay. I've apologized to Darth many times before, and he knows that. Okay.
Yeah,
The thing is-
you're a smooth talking, backstabbing little snake.
Okay.
Wow.
In any case, Darth, I don't know
Let
this
him.
particular.
Do you know how
in
many
this particular
times? Do
station,
you know how
what
many
should I be
times?
apologizing for?
Do you know how many times atheists have unzipped their pants and verbally urinated on me, and you just sat by and you allow them to engage in their abusive behavior? And I'll say, John, will you do something? And you sit back and you don't do anything. This has happened on numerous occasions.
I need you to show up there and dab that urine off my pant leg, John. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
He really
This is
likes
stuff-
that golden shower imagery. He invokes that a lot. Like
Yeah,
more than
it's-
anybody should that
Yeah.
doesn't partake in
It's-
some fashion.
It's so creepy. Yeah, let's keep going because he does the urinate thing, but I think he's going to do the defecate thing because once he starts, he's kind of compulsive about this kind of thing. He can't stop.
Now,
Right.
how do you,
Exactly.
and by the way, I've gotten complaints from other people that you've done the same thing when they're being abused by atheists, and you sit back when you're a moderator and do nothing. How do you explain all of these testimonies?
Well,
How is anyone being abused by atheists when atheists don't have a rational worldview?
It's a fair question.
I don't understand this. If we don't have a rational worldview, how are we being abusive to any of these ding dongs? Like, is he really walking away from all these conversations? It's like, oh, they almost got me. Like, I mean, he's such a fucking idiot.
all of these things, I'm not denying that they're said, but there's a lot more said than that when I'm on. So
there's no merit. So there's no merit to all these eyewitness testimony. That as a moderator, you persistently and regularly allow atheists to be abusive and run amok over theists.
Exactly.
Well,
so there's no merit to these eyewitness testimony.
The second best comment of the night. Okay, I'm starting to suspect that Dee Dee's metaphors are a glance into the man's kinks. Yes.
You did the
He
same.
starts complaining about people lactating on him, then we've got a problem.
I mean, the way I say
yes,
it
exactly.
is that when I'm on, I do let atheists speak. I don't really, I think Matt said it best. So we let them talk till they're blue in the face.
Yeah, and so you let them run. You let them run amok. But when I'm trying to be conversant with somebody and they keep on cutting me off, and I'm telling them,
okay, how does let them like speak until they're blue in the face or let them speak their piece mean they're gonna run amok? Like, I think that's interesting. Like,
well, because atheists can't be well behaved. They're all poorly behaved. We're all poor behaviors.
Apparently.
Stop cutting me and stopping off. You've actually removed me from the stage any number of times when I haven't been doing anything wrong, other than insisting that the other person to stop being abusive.
Exactly.
Other people have complained about this kind of conduct with you. So we have multiple eyewitnesses to this. So are all of these I mean, were you AFK? Did you put your phone down and all?
Well, I mean, I think I've only sent you down maybe twice, Darth, but I will say that the first time that I ever did was in Ask a Christian group. A Muslim came in, he was asking about the Trinity. Two people started asking him questions, and then you came in, and then you started asking questions. And the issue I had was that the room was Ask a Christian group, and I didn't feel that it was appropriate that we were.
Did you ask me? Did you ask me to stand back?
Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but I can't
No,
see
you
me
didn't.
just sending you down.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just removed me indiscriminately. Now, when I remove people from the stage, it's almost always after repeated requests that they conduct themselves properly.
Okay, is removing people always a disciplinary thing? Like, Darth seems to be very self-conscious about this kind of thing. Like, if I were running a stage, like if it were you and me, AJ, and we were running something and I needed to like move you or do something like that, like I'd bump you off and bring somebody on and then like, okay, they say their piece. Okay, and if I need to make space from and then remove them, bring it back in. Right.
And I would scream at you for months.
I would hope that you would. I would hope that you'd tell me, like, you horrible atheist troll. You can't even demonstrate solidarity with your atheist brethren. You just cave in to these Protestant bitches.
Yeah, I'm 100% getting on every live stream that'll have me and complain that Jefferson Spatchcock guy, he threw me under the bus.
I mean, it's to me, this is so weird because if you go on like Craft Tequila or Matt Pig, if you go onto their thing, like if you start talking to them and you piss them off a little bit, they'll just drop you into the back channel and bring you back like 5 seconds later. They just do it just to see what you'll do. It happens all the time. They'll bounce you back and forth. They do it as a joke. They do it for practicality reasons. Like, it's not that big a deal. The idea that for Darth, it's like if you get removed from the stage, it is a slight. It is a strike upon your pride, is fucked up. Like, I mean, I don't know how he's developed this, but he's sort of developed kind of a boomer morality about online engagement. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he gets all like Yosemite Sam, Foghorn Leghorn. Sir, I say, sir, you have insulted my honor, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he wants to go duel at sunrise.
And it's always
John, do you realize you have developed a reputation with a good number of Christians of being a backstabber? Do you know you developed that reputation?
You did.
Whether you consider it true or not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I wonder why.
You didn't even stick up.
I wouldn't use the word backstabbing, but
that was kind of weird because he said, John said in the background, yeah, I wonder why, or something like that, or you have two, or something like that. And Darth was like, yeah, I wonder why, or something.
Yeah,
something.
You have powers of moderation,
probably because Darth keeps telling everyone he's a backstabber
and metaphorically defecate on the believers, and you sit back.
Rhetorically defecate. So we went from urine to feces. It's only a matter of time.
Right. The word he did it to me. I get in the back channel is that like how could you, like in your case, Darth, I had about 6 messages as I recall that particular day, and they were all from Christians, and they were actually saying, how could you silence? Oh no, how could you pick a Muslim over a Christian. This is what I remember. And they said it's that you're giving a platform for the Muslim to speak. These are the type of statements I explicitly remember from that event. But I will also say this, Darth, that these very same people changed their tune just 1 or 2 days later to now collectively say, let's block you. So, I mean, these type of criticisms, Darth, I don't take seriously.
John, who wants to block me?
I'm not going to mention names, Darth.
Well, then I don't believe you.
Okay, that's fine too.
If they want to block me, then it will become evident as to who they are in short order.
Then why did you ask him?
Well, and why didn't he provide any of the sources that he said earlier that had all said all this stuff about John?
Right. Yeah. This makes this is like, well, if they're going to block me, then it will become apparent as time goes by when I realize they blocked me. Then why ask John who's planning on blocking you, you dipshit? Just wait it out. You don't have to ask about that. You just like, you know what you could do? What you could tell John, like, you know what, John, I apologize that my discourse has led to this kind of division within the community. And I'd rather that those people not do that. I'd hope that they stick around, they'd follow me, but I understand if they want to leave, if they would rather not follow what it is I'm doing. But if that's what they're going to do, great. But please let them know. I don't mean them any ill will. I apologize if my ministry causes them, blah 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 blah. You can take all sorts of steps to mitigate this within a couple of minutes. This is amazing to me that this guy, Darth, is like an example of how to lose friends and alienate people within the shortest period of time possible. Like if you just want to piss people off and just lose friends, just follow this guy's train. It's amazing. I don't know where he got his social skills from. It's like, I can't think of anything like it. Like even Emperor Palpatine has better social skills than this guy.
Okay, so who are they? If you're telling me the truth, who are these people that want to block me? Just so I know in advance not to interact with them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. It wasn't Adam or Stacy. I'll just put that out there.
John,
okay.
Who wants to block me? Don't think that I'm going to want to take revenge. But in order for me to take you as being sincere, who might I name I recall that wants to block me?
I'll tell you what, Darth. If I ask them, can I let you know, and they say yes,
you know what? You're just
there he goes.
You're such a little coward and a weasel. This is why you developed it.
He's asking you if they give permission, can he pass it on to you? Why does that make him a weasel? He's asking for permission of a release from the people that want you to know that. Like that doesn't seem that weaselly to me.
You have phony sincerity and phony cordiality. Phony as the day is long. And by the way, the Oscars aren't until March, John.
Yeah, John, you did the same thing to me, by the way, because I was in Darth's group, and you like Kayla use that's.
I just want to point out, yes, the Oscars aren't. Yes, the Oscars aren't until March, but the performances wrap up January 31st. So you got to get those performances in before then. Darth, and basic bitch that he is, he should know that. That's how movie awards work. The movie season ends January 31st, and then there's a cutoff date.
Sentence, and she said shit to me, and you didn't even let me even have a word in when I was in your group the last time, because I'm with Darth on that. So
shocking. Okay, MR, what would you like to say, MR?
Why are you acting like a child?
Oh,
okay. Are you here to troll? Are you here to troll?
No, but like John is a decent man, and like you are disrespectful.
Okay, well, I
acting like a child.
I have shots fired opinion as to his conduct. So because I think John has conducted himself poorly as a Christian moderator, favoring the very bad behavior of atheists. How is me criticizing him acting like a child?
Yeah, you acted like a child, man. Everyone knows that.
Okay, listen to me carefully. Okay. By the way,
is that James Henry?
Hold on a second. I've spoken with you before under a different account. What was your previous account?
It was James Henry.
I don't have any other account. I have the same account, and I joined you, and I say the same thing. Like, why you acting like a child?
Okay. Well, I don't agree with you that I was acting like a child. Criticizing John Lee's moderation, criticizing it, even if you think I'm inaccurate, how does criticizing his bad moderation, how does that make me act like a child here?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with criticizing him, but like you talk like a disrespectful tone.
Tell me what I said here today to John Lee. Tell me specifically what I said that was.
I'm not gonna repeat. I'm not gonna play this game like with you. It's like how.
Here
he
goes. Well, okay, so let me ask you.
You know what you said. Everyone know what you said. Everyone know you act like child. So just don't act.
Okay, so Mr. Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question.
I'm surprised
you sound
he's
like an educated man. Are you from?
I'm surprised he's actually tolerating this. Although I'm pretty sure he sets him up for this little
it's
pun.
just a terrible joke.
The terrible dad joke. Here we go.
The Mediterranean or anything like that, or Europe?
None of your business.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Are you familiar with the Mediterranean?
None of your business.
Okay, so there's a country in the Mediterranean called Italy. Okay, and it's shaped like a piece of clothing. Do you know what that piece of clothing is?
No, and I don't care.
It's shaped like a boot.
That was so good.
Booted.
Oh.
Wow, way to go, Darth.
Why you act like a child?
I don't
I
act like
agree.
a child. You act like a child. Boot.
You're a child. You're a child. Oh, I'm your child. You're not. JC. Not. You're insulting dad jokes, Jeff. Yes. You're right. By comparing that to a dad joke, it was terrible. But
You're acting like a child. Well, how so? Because you're acting like a child. So could you be specific? Why are you acting like a child?
Oh,
Okay, right. But could you tell me what I said that you concluded was childish? Because you're acting like a child.
I got a new nickname for John Lee. John Flee, Flee. Why are you in the audience, John?
Sick burn Kelso.
By the way, did
Ooh. Ugh, what was that? Yikes. Anyway, so that's it for that, folks.
Some fantastic work by Darth and company.
Oh God, yeah. So Clubhouse has not made them better, and apparently it has not made my views better because my live views right now are only, I think I hit up, maybe the upper 30s.
That may be an issue with the fact that I've got my camera on. I'm sorry.
Or I have my camera on. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I put my camera on the last video because I was wondering. I'm like, wait, I wonder if like appearing on video improves like viewer retention. It didn't.
Clearly not when I'm on the stream.
No, it didn't. But no, I think that there's a bunch of people live right now. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Ozone's live. In Time is live. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of people that are live right now. Then
Yeah.
Raging Atheist. Yeah, everybody went live at the same time. Okay. Yeah, that was stupid. The reason that I went live was because I had a couple glasses of whiskey and decided I should. So that was dumb. Normally, I would go live on like a Friday or a Saturday. And speaking of which, I think the next time I'm going to be going live will probably be Friday. I will not be going live. I've just committed to appearing on MathPic's channel. He's going to be having a person called Skeleton Skeptic or something like that showing up. So I'm going to be showing up there at about 7:30 at night. Saturday, I will probably be out of town. Unless I do one early morning. Other than that, there have been a couple that have been popping up. Out of some of the things that I've seen lately, I've been a little bit curious about this. So there's a couple other trolls going on, and they don't usually show up with some of the stuff that I normally do. My brother likes to talk to people like Jesus is Lord, praise I am that I am. I call him the Prairie M. One way individuals like that.
Although I can't deal with them. I can't.
I don't like him either. But Praise recently has been going on a tear of trying to convince people that biblical slavery is just not a thing, or at least not the thing that critics say it is. I have a project in mind that I'm planning on putting into motion. I think I'm going to do a short video on that. If I do that, I'm probably going to put that out. It's not going to be a Darth Dawkins thing, but it is going to be going after a Christian troll. So if any of you are interested, keep an eye out for that. Jesus is Lord currently, that used to be his YouTube channel. It's now called Rebuke and Reprove. If you're not interested in getting banned or locked out of YouTube or checked out by the dark web, I'm pretty sure his YouTube channel leads to all those things. I'm just kidding. I don't know if they do. His YouTube channel is absolutely nuts. He is a weird, strange man.
Strange Ranger.
He is the strangest man I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure he is in his mid-40s to mid-50s. I believe he's an African American. He is a proud MAGA guy. He believes that blacks are getting away with crime on a rampant level. And he also believes that Biden stole the election. I'm pretty sure he's a QAnon type. He doesn't believe the world is flat, I think, at least not yet. But yeah, he's just a bundle of bad energy.
I love that
bad
that's
ideas.
a qualifier. I don't think he believes the Earth is
Yeah,
flat.
yeah. He's at least
that's a normal thing to throw in when you're describing somebody.
Yeah, like you can count on him to at least transport you if he's your Uber driver. Do not engage him in politics talk. He will tell you to vote for Satan or whatever. He is nuts. He is a complete nutbag. But he has been running his mouth off of biblical slavery ever since he had a conversation with Skylar Fiction and Dr. Josh Bowen 4 years ago, and he won't let go. He keeps getting it wrong. He keeps distorting it. It's pretty funny. Well, it would be funny if it weren't so sad, but he's a monster. So I will let everybody go. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you, everybody in the live chat. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your hate. Thanks for flagging me and all that kind of stuff, for being a false flag channel, all that kind of crap. AJ, thanks for showing up.
Well, thanks for having me. And
AJ,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you, AJ. And AJ was the only one brave enough to show up while I was live. That's fine. And if anybody would like to know, like if anybody would rather I not show up on camera, just let me know.
Yeah,
or shave my beard. Or shave my beard. I can shave my beard too. And I apologize for the lack of art on the wall behind me and the, protuberance of that air conditioner unit. It's a rental. I can't do anything about it. I can't.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I can't do anything with it. So anyway, folks, have a good night. It's been fun talking to you. I will probably see all of you. I plan on doing a post. Like I said, I will be on Matt Pick's channel probably to Friday night. Tomorrow I will be out of touch, and over the weekend, possibly Sunday night, late Sunday night, I might be back in for another show. So check in if you're interested. Otherwise, take care. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Be nice.
Be excellent to each other.
Good night, everybody.